In the first quarter of 2025, ADM+S researchers have published over 70 outputs addressing local and global challenges in automated decision-making systems and AI. In January, Center researchers submitted a response to the Attorney General Department's consultation paper on ADM reform. The submission argues for a more comprehensive regulatory framework for ADM in the public sector and offers key recommendations including systematic and preventative measures, an independent oversight body, and qualified transparency mechanics. In February, ADM+S launched the report Generative AI in Journalism, exploring how generative AI is reshaping journalistic practices and how these changes are perceived by both journalists and news audiences. The Center continued to advance work on digital inclusion. Key outputs included improving digital inclusion for women in regional Victoria, a report summarizing the impact of the Rural Women Online Initiative, a place-based digital learning program co-designed with and for women in regional and rural areas, delivered in Greater Shepparton and Northeast Victoria in late 2024. Digital Divide, a situational analysis of digital demands and collective capabilities in low-income households, which draws on 12 months of qualitative research with low-income households in disadvantaged suburbs in Tasmania. The study highlights how digital connectivity is not solely an individual concern, but also a collective one, an insight often overlooked by approaches focused on individual access and skills. The paper, Deepening the Data Divide, Marginalised Perspectives and Non-Profit Priorities in Australian Data Sharing Reforms, examines public data and data sharing reforms in Australia from 2018 to 2022, highlighting the risk of these reforms exacerbating existing inequalities. The research calls for stronger inclusion and support for civil society organizations to ensure equitable data practices. Further publications from Q1 include research into regulatory and policy responses to unhealthy food advertising on social media in Australia, opinion pieces examining the impact of Meta's shift from fact-checking services to community notes, analysis of the use of AI in social services and its societal impacts. You can find these publications and more at admscenter.org.au/publications.